when I walk through a jam. No one knows who I am. Put your head on my chest, and I'm Mr. Success.
Mr. Success.
Never close.
Ms. Success. Are you out there this morning?
All at once I'm
Good morning. Welcome to the Inevitable Radio Show. I'm your host, William Sumner. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to hear your ears out there. We've got a great show planned for you today. We're talking about masterminds. What is a mastermind? Why do you want to have one? And like all of the neural programming I teach and how reality really gets created, I want to ask you the question, do you already have a mastermind today and you don't even know it? What does that mean? So today's show is about the mastermind. You may have heard this word before. 2 words, actually. It's a concept. Probably most popularized beginning with Napoleon Hill and Think and Grow Rich back in the early part of the century. The other century, not this century. And in the early part of that century, in his book, Think and Grow Rich, one of the most powerful tools that he writes about is you should have a mastermind. And a mastermind is nothing more than a small group of friends, mentors, accountability buddies, many words, many ways to look at it. A mastermind is a group that you participate in that surrounds you, that is designed to support you, to challenge you, to love you, to criticize and give you feedback about you, to grow you, to water you, to weed you, to pair you, to prune you. We're about masterminds, and do you have a mastermind? And the answer is yes, you do. And I want you to think about this and really sit with this. I want you to look at the 6 people that you spend the most time with that are your friends. Not necessarily your boss or the colleague next to you in your cubicle or your office or wherever you work, unless they're your friend. But take your 6 friends that you spend the most time with. And when you average those 6 friends, now think about it. Bob, Mary, Larry, David, Susan, there they are. And when you average those 6 friends, and really do this, and you may not know their exact income, but you may not know their exact weight. But when you look at what you believe to be the composite of who they are, meaning the average of these 6 people, you'll have some friends that make more money than you, some that make less. You'll have some friends that weigh more than you, some that weigh less. Some that have more fitness than you, some that have less. Some that are more spiritual than you, some that have less. But when you take the 6 people you spend the most time with and average them, guess who you find? Yeah, you. That's you. You're in the middle average of the 6 people that you spend the most time with. So one of the things when we look at transformation and we look at psychology and we look at tapping into potential and driving greatness and driving more and getting out of pain, wherever you are in life, if you have pain you're trying to get out of, look at your friends. They have pain too. If you're above average and you're trying to drive for greatness, look at your friends. They're above average. If you're a superstar and you're an overachiever and you want even more, guess who your friends are? So one of the biggest things to do in life, if you really want more, is to ask yourself, who do I spend my time with? And all kinds of things begin to reveal themselves. Because now what you're doing, what you are thinking, what you are focused on, these words that I use week in and week out that really define who you are, what you think, what you feel, what you focus on, what you believe, what you know to be true, what actions you take, what dreams you have, what hopes you have, what fears and anxieties that drive you. When you look at your 6 friends, you're the average. You're the composite. If you want to fear less, get less fearful friends. If you want to hope more, get more hopeful friends. spend time with the people that you want to be. People love either one, the people that are like them or the people that are like who they want to be. Think about that. Feel that. People want to hang around either people that are like them or are like the people that they want to be. Now, the truth is, people that they like, much easier to do. The way they talk, the way they think, what they believe in. If they're like you, yay, feels good. But if it's someone you want to be, you've got to go find those people and put them in your life. Thus, we arrive at my mastermind. My mastermind is a consciousness, a commitment, an intention to upgrade your friends, to upgrade your peers, to upgrade the people that influence you. Because in this mastermind setting are going to be 12 like-minded people. You all won't want the exact same thing. Some of the people in the mastermind are working on relationships. Some people are working on finances. Some people are working on spirituality. Some people are working on their health. But who they are people that want more out of life, that want to tap into who they are. You will get incredible, extraordinary feedback.
Thank you for listening to the Inevitable Podcast. Please visit our website for more information on this extraordinary coaching system at www.theinevitableyou.com. Then, sign up for your 2-week free trial of our membership to gain access to hundreds of hours of amazing content and tools just like this. Now, back to Bill.
Who are your friends? Who do you spend time with? Who are you accountable to? Are your friends even places that are accountable? Or are they enablers? Do they enable you to be less than who you really are? Or do they challenge you to be more of who you currently are? Do they enable you to be less than who you are? Or do they challenge you to be more than who you are? Who are your friends? Who do you allow to have your back, to watch? Who do you listen to? When you do something and you ask your friend, what do you think? Do you expect the truth? Do you want them to tell you, yeah, Bill, that was dumb. No, Bill, that wasn't the greatest version of you. Or when they ask you, what about them? Do you tell them your truth? Or are you more driven like, well, if I tell them the truth, yeah, they may not like me. Because if I tell them the truth, I don't like what they did, or I don't have a high opinion of what they thought. And I need to tell them why. And it's not just some emotional knee-jerk. It's because I have facts, or I have an opinion, or I want to have a spirited debate, a spirited disagreement, a spirited discussion about what is a higher standard in life, what is a higher potential in life, what is a better strategy, a better recipe for getting more out of our lives. Let's push one another to get there. Or am I more worried about, oh, will you like me? Just the rest of the planet is kicking my butt. So you're my friend because I want you to like me. Don't hold me accountable. Don't push me. Don't ask more of me than in my exhaustion I can give. That's not the mastermind I want. I don't want a mastermind to push me. I want a mastermind to feel sorry for me. I want a mastermind that's going to help acknowledge I am a victim. Something bad did happen to me. I want a mastermind that's going to support me where I'm stuck. I don't want a mastermind that's going to kick my butt, that's going to get very blunt with me. And it's not about interventions. And even think about that. How many friends do you have that you want to do an intervention with? And how many of your friends want to do an intervention with you? And it's the elephant in the room. Who are you? Who are your friends? Who's your mastermind? You have one today. You just don't call it that. You call it your friends. And you take the top 6, and you're the average. You want more from your life. You got to upgrade people that you spend time with. And all the time, in discussing this in my seminars and in my coaching work, people get it at some level, but they really get sad. But I've been friends with these people for a long time. Are you telling me I can't have them as friends anymore? No, I'm not telling you that. I'm telling you got to spend less time with them if you want to be more. Or you got to be an inspirational leader in that group of 6 and say, golly, blankety blank, expletives deleted. By golly, we got to move this group. I want to move in life. I want to grow. I want to get bigger. I want to get out of pain. I want to get into pleasure. I want to get out of average and be above average. I want to get out of above average, and I want to be great. Let's do it together. You could do that. But you know why most people don't do that? Yeah, they might not like me. They might not like me. They may talk about me behind my back. I may not be welcome in the group as much as I used to be. If I go into my current mastermind and say I want to be more, I want us to be more, yeah, I don't know. I don't know that they're going to invite me to their next party. I don't know that they're going to want to have me out to lunch because I'm going to be talking about movement. I'm going to be talking about challenges. I'm going to be talking about greatness. And they want to talk about where they're stuck or how much pain they're in, or they want sympathy. And they're not going to tell me the truth, and I don't tell them the truth. Or maybe I tell them part of the truth. And people say all the time, it drives me crazy. I'll be in a coaching session, or someone in my seminars will stand up and ask a question. I'll go, why don't you tell the person that? Well, I tried. Or, if I do, it'll hurt their feelings. Really? You're worried about hurting their feelings? You have a truth to tell them that's going to serve them, even if it's painful, it's going to serve them. You have a truth for your friend, and you think it's going to hurt their feelings? Oh, come on, get real. You're not going to tell them because you're afraid it's going to hurt your feelings, because they're going to turn on you and they're going to say, who do you think you are? Who are you to say that to me? You don't have your crap together either. And now all of a sudden you're in the hot seat. Oh, it's far easier to have your friends for many of us and to stay stuck where you have unconsciously assembled these 6 friends, this mastermind group that you're in. And I told you that a mastermind group is nothing more than the group of friends, the group of people that you hang out with that you're accountable to. Assemble a mastermind. So if you want to be rich, assemble a mastermind of rich people. If you want to have incredible fitness, assemble a mastermind of incredibly fit people. If you want spirituality, if you want love, assemble a mastermind of loving people. Guess what you get? But you have to have the courage. You have to have the awareness to say, I want this. I want more. Who is your mastermind? The inevitable sense of who you want to be, how to get there, to be bigger, better, greater, driven, to access and find and tap into that potentiality, that unlimited capabilities that are you.
Thank you for listening to the Inevitable Podcast. Please visit our website for more information on this extraordinary coaching system at www.theinevitableyou.com. Then, sign up for your 2-week free trial of our membership to gain access to hundreds of hours of amazing content and tools just like this.